Sup world, Jason here. Wanted to do another update. I plan to do one daily for the next 29 days or so at least. If any of you saw my video yesterday, I'm starting a 30-day zero processed food challenge. I need to elaborate a little bit on that because I realized yesterday in the video I didn't really elaborate too much on what that means. So I'm going to do that a bit today. I also just cleaned out my storage unit, so I figured it'd be kind of fun to look through. Found some coins. I don't know, it'd just be kind of fun to look through what I found. A couple silver eagles. Those are fun. I haven't looked in here in 5+ years. I've counted a lot of drawers in my life, so I have tons of change I found over the years. And some that my dad left me. It's pretty cool. Some old silvers, American and otherwise. Little Silver Liberty, 1916. That's freaking cool. I don't know what that is. Nixon penny, little baby. Cool. So I will have these to look through later. Anyways, so that's kind of a little bit of an excitement today. I moved my storage unit to my garage, so I'm not paying for both. Should have thought about this before I just emptied all this onto the counter. So that's fun. I got some Amazon deliveries as well. I'm gonna open. I'm just trying to do more vlog style stuff that, I don't know, this is the kind of thing I like to see on other content creators, so just trying to do the content that I like to see. So the more random, interesting things, the better, in my opinion. So that was part of my day today. The other part was I got some stuff in the mail. I think these are supplements. The good stuff. Most people don't know what this is. I'll probably talk about it in future videos. AHCC, active hexose correlative compound. Fermented mushroom extract of sorts, and I think that's more of them. I got a selfie stick, yay. Yeah, no. I think. Pretty sure that's what this is. Cool. So I'll be using that. Okay, now that random stuff is over with, I wanted to go over basically what it means for me in this situation, zero processed foods. I shouldn't have said zero processed foods. I should have said paleo. Because I'm still consuming multiple supplements that are processed, olive oil that is processed. I have some milk left I'm gonna use, which is processed, obviously. Even like this trail mix I have is processed. So the goal is as close to zero processed food as possible, but in practicality, it probably means as close to paleo as possible. And to me, paleo means 1 ingredient items. So the trail mix I have, the pineapple has added sugar, but the rest of it is, actually I think it's salted too. So once I'm through with that, I won't be doing any more of that. But for instance, like the hemp and the flax are processed, but they are single ingredient items, so just whole flaxseed. Basically, the reason for going paleo or zero processed foods is because all of the added chemicals and processing that they do to the food takes away the nutrients and adds toxins. So you don't want that. So these single ingredient processed foods are fine, and the trail mix I have, even though it is sweetened and has salt, I'm going to include that now so I don't waste food. So I also wanted to elaborate on the fact that I said that for most of human history, humans have eaten, I believe I said, acorns, tree bark, and leaves and shit. Um, Obviously, there's been processed foods for a while. Uh, Wine, alcohol, olive oil. They've done a lot of processing to different meats over time. But most of that is in the last 5,000 years or so. Humans have been humans for between 200 and 400,000 years, depending on what source you go off of. So even the last 5,000 years of processed foods is still a very small drop in the bucket. And those processed foods they were eating, thousands of years ago, the oils, the alcohols, I'm sure they process grains. I'm sure they process many things. That processing is much, much, much different than today's processing. Today's processing is stripping as much of the nutrition value out of it as possible and adding chemicals to make it last a long time and make people sick and addicted. Big difference there. So, now that I clarified those things, I want to do a little update. I'm going to try to do a daily update. Yesterday, I was 205 pounds. I looked back at the last vlog I had done a couple months ago, and I was in the 215, 217 range. So even though I haven't been eating great, haven't been working out a lot, haven't been vlogging for the last 6 months or so, I managed to lose 10, 12 pounds, which I knew was happening. I hadn't weighed myself in 6 months, but I knew. Very in tune with my body at this point. Another thing I want to do is I definitely want to do some pictures, some measurements throughout this process. I'm going to try to do that tonight. Need to set up a little photo shoot area. So yesterday, another thing I want to share with you is Cronometer. So I'm going to track all my food this whole 30 days, and I'm going to show you guys. This is why I love Cronometer. It's super interesting to me. Let's go to yesterday. So, yesterday, if I can get it to focus. I don't know. Don't know if this is going to work great. But, so it lists out all the food I had entered. I'll read it to you real quick. I had my protein shake with the berries, milk, flax, hemp, protein, bananas, all that stuff. Then I ate a lot of trail mix. I was having a bad sweet craving, and so I ate a shit ton of trail mix. The calories are not an issue for me. Right now, the only issue is cutting out all processed foods. So yesterday I was at 3,100 calories, which is fine. That's about my maintenance. So then I ate a bunch of trail mix. So I had my protein shake, and I ate a bunch of trail mix throughout the evening. And I had a big dinner, which was rice, hamburger. That's the other thing. Hamburger is processed, but it's a single ingredient item. So I'm going to use it for sake of ease. So let me restart. Sorry. Had the protein shake, snacked on the trail mix. My dinner was 8 ounces of hamburger, 2 cups of rice, 1 small red bell pepper, 1 small yellow bell pepper, 1 small onion. Sauteed all that up, did the rice, did the meat. I threw a little bit of coconut aminos on there. So once again, that's another processed item, but it's a single ingredient item. I believe it's single ingredient. Organic coconut sap, water, and sea salt. Okay, so that's acceptable for me right now. One single ingredient soy sauce would probably be better, but with that, I seasoned it with garlic, olive oil, Himalayan salt, some garlic powder. I had my 80 ounces of water. Usually I drink about 2/3 of a gallon. I don't really pay attention to it, but that's usually what I average out to. I used to shoot for a gallon a day, but you don't necessarily need to do that. If you drink too much water, it can flush electrolytes and whatnot. I am adding trace minerals and whatnot into my water, so that helps with that issue, but something to look out for. So, my favorite part of Chronometer, after the breakdowns and everything, you can click on your daily report. This is gold right here. So, it will break down all of your macro and micronutrient goals. So, you can see the total calories, protein, carbs, fat, and this is where it gets good. So you can see all of the micronutrients and all of the macronutrients individually. It shows you what you have too much of, all this red. Yeah. Then it shows you what you don't have enough of. So super valuable information, and it's free. And all it costs is a little bit of frustration and 10 to 15 minutes a day to enter all of it in. But to me, it's fascinating, and I enjoy. It's kind of fun in some weird way. But it looks like I'm a little low on the B1, B2, B3. Vitamin D, I didn't get nearly enough, but I forgot to add my supplements in. I don't add my supplements in very often, so I just kind of know that I supplemented vitamin D, so that was fine. K, I didn't supplement. I'm out of my vitamin K right now. I'm working on that. Should be here soon. Magnesium a little low on, but I didn't add the supplement I took, so I'm way over. Selenium a little low. I'm way over on carbs. So I did hit 3,100 calories. Oh, jeez. 112 protein, 350 carbs, 120 fat. Ideally, I'm not going to be at 350 carbs every day, but with the diet, like with the whole food plant-based type of thing, there's a lot of carbs in most fruits and vegetables, so that's okay. It's good carbs. I didn't need to eat all that trail mix, so that was a ton of carbs there too, because all the dried pineapple and cranberries and raisins and whatnot. But yeah, so that was yesterday's eating. Not great, but also not bad at all. I consider that a win. So yeah. I'm gonna get a morning and evening routine going. I'm gonna start making food videos, cooking videos, so that should be fun. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna cut this one off now. I was gonna make a protein shake, but it's already 12 minutes and it's about as long as it needs to be. So, yeah, more to come. Stay tuned. Should be fun. I'm already 10 times more inspired than I was yesterday. Obviously, putting everything out there is gonna hold me accountable. And that's what I'm doing this for. So spreading, yeah, if I can spread some inspiration to any of you, then that would be amazing as well. So yeah, till tomorrow, I'm out. Peace.